One of the insiders told me about a complex that was found underground in Ecuador, and that Neil Armstrong and certain other NASA astronauts were given the ability to go in there. It's very advanced, it's very amazing, and it's similar to Antarctica. And I've never found another insider who had a corollary point of data for that particular thing. I've tried Pete, I've tried Corey Good. They didn't know about Ecuador.
I did tell you it was near Costa Rica on the last episode.
Right.
So correct, yes, I've been there.
You've been to the one in Ecuador?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, from what I heard, it's absolutely amazing.
Yes, it seems to have already started its own flora and fauna growing there's a craft that crashed there a very long time ago, and it still had some sort of energy system on. It must have carried extra bacteria or something, because deep down in there, it's actually kind of very bioluminescent type feeling, and its atmosphere is a little different than the atmosphere on top, and it's not very deep under the ground, so you know. But I can tell you that the plant life down there is unlike anything I've ever seen on Earth.
Wow.
So that was really astounding. Of course, some of the little insects and other things were running around were also very different. And this place is highly guarded and has a really good security system. But I think it's going to be brought to the public because of other organizational satellites are now picking up on inner Earth things just by accident. So it's going to be hard for them to hide this one. So he is correct about this. Did he call it a cave or?
He just said it was an underground complex.
Right, it's an underground complex, but it really was a craft that we think may have crashed there or stayed there at one point, and then they started building around it. And then since it was so close to the surface of the Earth, the water, and it opened up and runoff went in there, and some of the flora and fauna has mixed with this stuff, whatever they brought, or it could be the energy from this, the craft in there that's changing all this stuff, and I can't get into more detail than just that.
Okay, it's been driving me crazy that he used words like very amazing, but then wouldn't give me any actual detail of what we might see. So could you give us a little bit about what we might see if at some point we get to go in there?
Yeah, I can. I just hate to use movies as a retrospect.
But movies are programmed with information to discredit whistleblowers.
It would make Avatar Land look like a small school playground.
Wow.
Everything in there had fluid running through it. The stems of the branches looked like, had fluid running through everything.
Wow.
There was light, like light from everything. All different kinds of shades of light. Light I've never seen before. Not just talking about the colors of the rainbow, but so many amazing colors. And the plants are the most amazing thing. And they're like conscious, not like of course all plants are conscious, but they are different in that way. Everything down from the leaves to the soil was sponge. It was no soil. The soil's all sponge. Like you're walking on a 1-inch foam mattress, I could put it. You know how you feel that little gushy? And everything was really humid. And there were little creatures, like little animals, like the size of mice there, that were like naked moles, like naked little shrews running around that were definitely different. They actually had color that was emanating from them. And I don't know if it was reflection of light from the light that was in there or if they were emanating light. I was not there to, talk about that specific thing. I was there to do something else. But it was one of the most fascinating things I've ever seen here on Earth. And I do believe there's a lot of other biospheres that are formed. This one just got cracked open somehow and mixed with a lot of our stuff. And that's what they were concerned with. Would it leave this area? And it can't. The plants they took out of there and the animals they took out of there could not survive on the surface of our Earth.